It's not the tax man, but it's money. That's what we want. Dominic Alafaci, who we find up in Sydney. Dominic, you're up there for a big financial conference. Good morning.
Yes, Darren, I was attending the Fin365 Microsoft conference the last couple of days at the Shangri-La Hotel. You've got to keep up to date with all this stuff, and it's just mind-boggling. But I really learnt a lot, which is fantastic.
Did you keep up with it? Did you get done what you had to?
At the beginning, I was a bit sort of confused with the lingo with AI and all these LLLs and all this other stuff, but it makes a lot of sense now. So I don't say I'm an expert, but I think it's the future is bright, even though there'll be some people who lose their jobs. I think we're all safe. You will get employment again, because there's a fear that, people are going to lose their jobs because AI is going to take over everything. It's going to take over the mundane stuff, but it frees you to do the more interesting stuff, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, what happened overnight? The market's it's dropped, then it's picked up a bit, then it's dropped again. It's all over the shop. Yeah. It dropped again, has it?
Yeah, to quote the great late Bernie Sigley, it's up and down like a honeymoon blind. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 119 points to 46,558, whilst the S&P 500 lost 40 points to 6,632, and the Nasdaq gave back 207 points to 22,105. Basically, consumers are concerned about rising oil prices and the war as the war in Iran enters its second week. Across the Atlantic, London's FTSE fell 44 points to 10,261, with the French, German and Italian bourses also lower. Gold fell $64 to $5,061.70 an ounce, and West Texas Intermediate rose 3% to $98.71 US a barrel. And the $8 was lower again, so Greenbacking is currently buying 69.81 US cents, with the ASX 200 SPY 61 points lower, pointing to a negative start on trading on Monday following Friday's effort, where our market dropped a tad to 8,617.
133 is the number. Give Dominic a ring if you have any advice that you need. Get on the phones now. It'll be 10 o'clock before you know it. 133 today we're talking about how long will my money last? And that's the thing. If we knew the date of that we're going to ride on ahead, it'd be so easy. You'd calculate how many days you had, how much money you've got, and then you'd say, I need $150 a day, and then you're right. But we don't know. We could last till 102.
It's very true, but as a guide, let's say a couple have accumulated $600,000 each in super, which is a little bit above the average, and they own their own home. I think they'll be able to draw around $2,500 per month each. So it's about $5,000 a month, indexed at 3%, which is important, for about 35 years, assuming they can get a 6.5% average earning rate, and they'll pick up a tad of age pension down the track. If they've saved $400,000 each, which is closer to the average, their nest egg would run out in 19 years' time, but they pick up more age pension. So I'd say $400,000 each per person is the minimum you should be your target, and that's I call this a modest lifestyle. $5,000 a month for a couple is not a hell of a lot. For some people, it's a lot. For others, it's a quarter of what they need. So if you need more than that, if you travel a fair bit in your retirement years, and you like to dine out a lot and perhaps have every convenience clicked on your phone and TV, you probably need double that. So as a guide, 1.2 million super for a couple and 800,000 are the two sort of modest amounts that I think you need. It sounds easy, but it's not. So for all of you out there, you just pick up more age pension. If you don't have that amount, you pick up the age pension.
Sure. Michelle joins us. Good morning.
Good morning. Could you recommend a reverse mortgage for my folks, please? We tried Centrelink, but they're not going to give enough money for what they need.
Oh, sorry, you're looking for what? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry,
a reverse mortgage. Yeah.
Look, I can't give you investment advice on reverse mortgage, but I have referred people to home. What are they called? Heartland. Heartland, they're a New Zealand-based Australian bank now. I think they're listed on the stock exchange. But if you leave your details off air, or actually just go to collinshouse.com, probably easy, go to collinshouse.com, click on the contact me button, tell me what you want, because I'll forget, and I'll refer you to someone I know and trust who can look at a couple of options for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, because reverse mortgages do my head in, but you say there are occasions when you don't mind them, Dominic.
No, I like them. I like them if they're used properly and the lender isn't greedy.
That's what we're after. Yeah.
And I think there are some good ones out there. So, but I have had good reports from the one I just said. From people
I'll give you a buzz.
Heartland, I think they're called. Cheers.
Heartland, yeah. Good on you. Thanks, Michelle. 133693 for Dominic. So before you get the pension, say you haven't got the money, but you've got the assets, there is an assets test, isn't there, for you before you can claim the pension?
Yeah, people get awfully worried about, how to do this. And look, to be honest with you, you just need to go to the Centrelink website. They've got some terrific resources there to calculate. So if you've got around $1 million and you're a couple and you own your own home, you won't get any pension. And if you've got less than that, you'll get more pension. And if you're a non-homeowner, the limits go up. But they're all changing very, very soon. So but there's a lot of stuff you can do yourself to prepare yourself. So I'll just look up now the age pension. They're about to change, I think, in a few months' time. Pension thresholds. Everything's on the internet now.
Yeah.
We used to have remember I told you, Darren, we used to have a little booklet in our breast pocket. Now it's all at servicesaustralia.gov, and here they are right here. So the assets test for a single person who's a homeowner is $321,500, and for a non-homeowner, it's $579,500. So under those limits, you get a some age pension, and a couple can have that's the full age pension. A couple can have up to $1,074,000 to get a part age pension if they own their home, and $1.33 million if they don't own their home. That's the cut-off level. So the first numbers I mentioned were the maximum pension benefits if you've got those assets, and the second ones, the larger ones, are if you don't get any pension at all. So basically, a homeowner couple, about $1 million if you want to get some age pension, and $481,000 roughly if you want to get the full age pension.
Gotcha. And we're talking with Dominic Alafaci. He is from collinshouse.com if you want to find out more. Are you up in Sydney for a little while longer, Dominic?
No, catching the 4 o'clock flight to good old Melbourne to watch the Pies beat Adelaide, I hope tonight, if there are no delays.
I was going to say, if you get on a flight, you'd be back in time because we're playing Adelaide at the G tonight. I'll be there as well. 7:40,
I think. I'll tell you what, Darren, we saw a terrific play last night at the Ensemble in Kirribilli. It's called The Social Ladder. It's finished. I don't know if it's going to come to Melbourne one more night tonight, but Andrew McFarlane was one of the lead actors. It was fantastic. We're in very snobby Kirribilli, but we had a snack at the Lorraine Bailey restaurant down there, they named after the famous Australian actress. Yeah. So it was a fantastic night, full of innuendo and clever acting from...
What's it called?
The Social Ladder. Really good.
Not Andrew McFarlane, who was, in fact, in The Sullivans with Lorraine Bailey.
Yes, it was. It is. It was. And it was fantastic. It's a Williams production, and he wrote it. Just a magnificent, funny. I laughed my belly out last night. It was so good.
Oh, that's good. I hope it comes to Melbourne then on that recommendation.
Yeah, I hope so. I think you know Andrew, don't you?
No, not personally, but I think we've spoken over the duration. I remember he wanted to give acting a bit of a rest, and all he wanted to do was be a dealer at the casino, dealing blackjack cards. And I think he did that for a while. Yeah, then he got back into acting. Once he got that out of his system.
That's a funny occupation for a theatre person, but anyway,
I know.
I suppose there's a thrill. Gives you a thrill, dealing. A bit like being on the stage.
And a bit like trying to work out our life's portfolio so that we can retire and have enough money to do so. And that's what you're all about, Dominic. If you want to chat to Dominic or get in contact with him, simply go to collinshouse.com and click on Contact Dominic, and you'll do the rest. Who are you flying back with?
Contact them.
Yeah.
Qantas.
Qantas. All right, enjoy the flight back. Thanks, Dominic. We'll do it all again. Dominic Alafaci from collinshouse.com.